This night we have covered the book of Judges. We have covered the book of Ruth. We are now in First of Samuel, and I said that this month we should try our best to cover the entire scripture. It would be my pleasure to get to cover the scripture with you. It's very challenging, and I decided to take the challenge because it's very interesting. So I realized that because of the many things that because of I want you to go through the scripture. Once you come to this channel, you will follow this channel. Let's go through the scripture together, and also in that process I will learn something. Subscribe, comment, and I'm sure that at the end of it all you will be so blessed. I'm sure by the time we are done with the scripture, I want to assure you for free. I want to assure you for free. By the time we are done with the scripture, there will be a difference in our lives. People will say, indeed, the Spirit of God is working in their lives. I told you about a man who was building a church, and he wanted to build a church of $30 million, and there were people who came from north and south, and people were saying, no, it's impossible, but there's nothing that is impossible with God. Are we together? I want us to take that seriously. You see, when the children of Israel asked for meat, and I taught about that in the book of Numbers. I wish you were listening. The one thing, Moses took that complaint to God and told God, even if all cows were to be slaughtered, even if all fish were to be taken from the sea, will they be enough to feed the children of Israel? And you know what God told Moses? God told Moses, is my hand too short? That's what God asked Moses. And he told him, and he will provide meat, because it was a place called Kibroth Hatava. The children of Israel demanded meat. Rafue, Memon, welcome to this channel. The children of Israel demanded meat, and God provided meat. If you read the book of Numbers, you see the book of Numbers is about the murmuring of the children of Israel. They started saying that in Egypt they used to eat fish, they used to eat watermelons, cucumbers, but now they are in the wilderness. It was called the wilderness of Paran. They started complaining. They said they wanted meat. They said they were. Let me show you the scripture. They said that Pharaoh took good care of them, but they said that that in the wilderness there was nothing but suffering. But you see, these people had forgotten that it was the Lord who delivered them from the hands of Pharaoh. Are we together? But you see, every new level presents itself a new challenge. You see, that is the book of Numbers chapter 11. They started craving. You see, they started craving things. You see here, the ram them began to crave other food because they're just eating manna. They started craving other foods. If only we had meat to eat. We remember the fish we ate in Egypt at no cost. Also the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlics. But now we have lost our appetite. We never see anything but this manna. They started complaining. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And today we are, and the beauty part of it, we are now in the book of Samuel. And now we are, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. We're going to read, and somebody was telling me that they don't like the Old Testament. But I said, you see, we also have to read everything. Yes, I will get to the New Testament. I know Paul is your favorite, evangelist. I also love Paul, but also you have to read other parts that you don't like. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, please comment. It's like when you say, let me reply to a friend of mine here. It's like when you say you just like Paul, you're telling people you just like eating spaghetti, from Monday to Monday. You cannot eat spaghetti or macaroni from Monday to Monday. Your body will not be strong enough. You need to eat some greens. You need to eat some potatoes. You need to eat some grains and some calcium. Some porridge, some bones, some soup, some very hard, foods. Also too, because it's nutrition that you wanted. But when you say you just want Paul, you'll be reading from the book of Galatians, only reading from the book of Ephesians. That is not, it's not really nutritious at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are reading from Hannah. Then Hannah, that is 1 Samuel chapter 2. Then Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoices in the Lord. In the Lord my horn is lifted high. My mouth boasts over my enemies. For I delight in your deliverance. There is no one holy like the Lord. There is no one besides you. There is no rock like our God. Do not keep talking so proudly, or let your mouth speak such arrogance. For the Lord is a God who knows, and by him deeds are weighed. The bows of the warriors are broken, but those who are stumbled are armed with strength. Those who are full hire themselves out for food, but those who are hungry no more. She who was barren has borne 7 children, but she who has had sons pines away. The Lord brings death and makes alive. He brings down to the grave and raises up. The Lord sends poverty and wealth. He humbles and he exalts. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap. He sits them with princes and makes them inherit a throne of honor. For the foundations of the earth are the Lord's. On them he has built. He will guard the feet of his faithful servants, but the wicked will be silenced in the place of darkness. Oh, that's a very good verse. Let's repeat that one. He will guard the feet of his faithful servants, but the wicked will be silenced in the place of darkness. It is not by strength that one prevails. Those who oppose the Lord, the Most High will thunder them from heaven. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the horn of his anointed. Then Elkanah went home to Ramah, but the boy ministered before the Lord under Eli the priest. Wow. Wow. This is so good. If you're new to this channel, please, I just feel like, can we continue? You want us to continue? Do you want us to continue? I don't want to go. I want us to continue. I want us to finish. I wish, I remember one day we were in class and the teacher, it was break time and the bell had rung. Now it was time to go and take tea and bread at exactly 10 a.m. So the teacher asked us, do you want me to add you another mathematics sum? Everybody said, no. And the teacher said, if you were so enthusiastic about reading as you are enthusiastic about, going for tea, you would be different people, you know. And that thing stuck in my mind, I remember then at lunchtime, another time he was teaching us at lunchtime. Then he saw people running to go and eat. Then he said, if only you were running to class with the same speed as you are running to go to the dining hall, then your performance would improve. The way